Hi Flosstube, it's Jeannie again, and I am here with my March wrap-up and my plans for April. So I thought I'd do, it's kind of more of a traditional Flosstube. I do have a teeny tiny bit of haul, but not much this time. So I thought I would just show you what I've worked on, and then also what my plans are for the finishing out April. So one of the things that I worked on was my Tra-La-La little mice sewing, and I'm going to I'm actually doing this for my sister. She turned 60 this year, so this is going to go, hopefully she'll like it for her sewing room in her new house. They just retired recently and moved out of from the state where they live to another state, South Carolina. And so she's got she's a quilter, and she also is a cross stitcher too, but she's a quilter, and so so I'm making this for her. I did sub out the fabric for, and this is, you can see here, this is Picture This Plus Serene 32 count linen. That's not what it calls for, but I chose 32 count because I wanted it to be a little bit smaller. Anyway, and the only other thing I've subbed out, I'm using the DMC floss, but I subbed out a, oh my gosh, a Color and Cotton, it's called Gunmetal Gray for the mice, because because they're just solid stitching, I wanted a little bit of variegation, although it's not a very variegated gray, but it's a little better than just using a straight DMC, and it's a little bit more blue gray than the called for DMC, but I think it's fine. So it is kind of close. These are actually two different colors. It's probably hard to see on this is truly a blue, and then this is kind of a blue gray for the mouse. But anyway, started in the middle, and this is my first time on 32 count. And you guys, the more I stitch on like fabrics other than Aida, I find that I'm not crazy about linen. I hate to say that because I love the finished product, but I just don't like how not even it is. So I don't like it that, you know, one stitch is actually a square, and then the next stitch might be more like a rectangle, just on how the slubs are and everything. So, I will probably still use linen when I can only find the color in linen. And I think I've mentioned a couple of times, I do not have an LNS. And so I have to kind of order things by color on shops online, and I always order 2 or 3 fabrics, and then I kind of choose with a floss toss. And I really did want kind of a mint green for this, which is what Serene is, but I couldn't find it in Even Weave. So so I'm gonna forge ahead, and it is super cute, and I think she'll really like it. And she doesn't watch my videos, so that is Tra-La-La, the little sewing mice that I'm working on, and I just did a little bit on that. And then this, you guys, is my my Whipco piece. I am doing, just for refresher, I am doing this. This is a very retro. This is from like 1984, I think, or 1988. And I'm doing, so you can tell by the cover art here, but I'm doing this one that is a portion, I'm sorry, there's glare on there, is a portion of the Old Irish Blessing. And this got called, both numbers for Whipco was this piece. So, and I have some on my Whipco board twice, because those are ones I'm hoping to finish this year. So anyway, so I got to work on this all month, and I did, I would say, a fair amount of stitching, but I wasn't very far. I was hoping to finish this in March, but that didn't happen. We also had some company coming. Speaking of my sister, she came, and so we actually painted our guest room and cleaned the carpets and got some new furniture, and that took up a lot of my stitchy time. Was on the weekends, was just working on getting our guest room refreshed. So, but anyway, but I did get quite a bit more done. If you remember, all I had done was these dandelions right here, I think, in a little bit of the green. So everything else you see there are the mushrooms and the flower and the bottom of the dandelion here. I did all of that. And you guys, this is one I want to finish this year, so I'm going to continue working on this this month. My Whip Go calls were the one I'm going to show you, which I am going to work on. And then the other one, which I forgot to pull, was another stocking. And you guys, I just don't feel like working on Christmas. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to do the little polar bear stocking. I'm going to go ahead and just continue working on this and see if I can get it done this month. So in truth, this is a, oh my gosh, this is a Stony Creek, and just like any Stony Creek, it has a bunch of backstitch. So once I get the crosses, still have a fair amount of crosses. There's another flower here, some more of the blue flowers up here. And this is on 14 count lamb's wool Aida, and I started this in 2018 when I started cross stitching again, and hadn't touched it since. So, but I am really enjoying it. I love the colors. I know it looks really dated in the book, but I don't think it looks really too terribly dated on this. Mushrooms are kind of a thing right now. So, so I'm working on that. I'm going to continue to work on it in April, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get it done, and then have that as something I can cross off my WIP list. And yeah, so and I was thinking, you guys, about maybe hosting a kind of a retro cross stitching. If you saw my last video, I found a lot of old patterns at my used bookstore, and that's actually where this booklet, this Hearts at Home booklet, came from. It's a Stony Creek from the mid 80s, and it was $1. And I thought I might, if anybody's interested, let me know, but I thought I might host, those of us that have all these really old patterns and kits and stuff, I thought I might host a kind of a retro cross-stitching group, maybe with a hashtag. I don't know. Let me know if you have any interest in that, and I may do that, since I really am enjoying kind of modernizing these old 80s patterns. Don't think I'll do a Blue Blow Geese, or a Holly Hobby, but boy, I sure am enjoying the mushrooms. So anyway, so that was my Whip Go piece. My Whip Go piece, you guys, for the other one that I'm going to work on in this month, and I haven't started working on it yet, is I'm going to continue to work on my Blue Flower Greyhounds. And this is I love the Blue Flower. She's probably my favorite designer, Janine McGowan. Just love her. And we had a rescued greyhound for like 12 years, and she's been gone a while now, but that breed just has a soft spot in my heart. And so, but this is on 40 count, and you can see there's lots of borders and everything, and you guys opted to do these individually on a larger count fabric. These were actually my first projects on linen, and I didn't pull out the whole. I'm doing some on the called for, which I think is a natural linen, and then some on kind of a bluish linen. So, and I got my plan, I think it was in 2019 or 2020, as I was going to do one a month, and I'm up through June, you guys. So I got about halfway, and then I moved on to other things. So I am currently working on July, and July was already started. So this is where it is. And like I said, I'm doing these on 28 count 2/2, and making them larger, so they are more individual pieces. And so that is that's my start. And I would like to finish this month too. It's really not, that much stitching. You can see the July greyhound it's a white greyhound with a straw hat on, and there's some bunting and a flower and gosh, I'm so sorry about the glare, you guys. Looks like some lemonade and a little heart there. And I am using, besides swapping out the linen for some different colors, I am using all the called for. It's some weeks mostly gassed, and then I think I did, for ones that just had 2 or 3 stitches in it, I think I subbed out some DMC. So anyway, so that is what else I'll be working on besides my Irish Blessing. I'll be working on this and hopefully finishing this one up here in April. And then I thought, you guys, I might just show you the ones that I have done. I know I've shown these in a video before, but it's been a while. So I thought I would just pull these in and show you January through June. because they're super cute and they're coming out really cute. So here's January, and that I believe I had to sub out another variegated green. It's also gas, but I couldn't get, I think it was Shutter Green was what it was called for, and I couldn't get it. So I just picked another kind of variegated green. So there is my January Greyhound first stitch on linen. So, and then my February is completed. And I made this, and I've shown this before, but I made this into a just a little walnut filled cushion with some chenille around, the gray chenille around there. And I did change this one up quite a bit. It was really President's Day. And I prefer my February decor to be Valentine's Day. So I kept the Greyhound the same, and then I just added hearts from another pattern, and also, like I said, changed out the color of the border. And I did this on Pink Ada. Here's March. I believe March is, besides the color of the linen, is completely how Janine charted it. So our little Greyhound in a raincoat, super cute. So there's that, and then here's April, and I believe, you guys, this might be the call for linen. So, but you can see that's really cute. I should have finished this one for this month, because it's got that Greyhound has bunny ears on, and there's a little Easter egg down there. Super cute. And then here's May. And then, flax. I think 28 count cashel flax. I think this is the called for. These are just my scraps to do other ones on. And then here, does it say what color the blue is? No, it doesn't. But I know it's a 28 count, kind of a dusty blue. And then here is June with the watermelon. So yeah, so I'm going to try to finish up, again, like I said, try to finish up July this month. And then also finish up my Irish Blessing. So I did tell you guys I do have a little bit of haul, not too much, but I did, I was kind of looking at Hobby Lobby, because I know they had their kits and stuff on sale. And I did find that my Hobby Lobby had the DMC Etoile on sale. So I did buy one skein of every color that they had. These were 43 cents a piece, marked down from like $1.75. So so you can see, I won't go through all the colors, but I got, and I had a few of these colors, but I just bought one of every color that they had. And so yep, so I got a nice little assortment of DMC Etoile, which I do really like. You guys, mine never, some people, the fabric at Hobby Lobby went out on sale. Mine never did. In fact, I went twice. The first time, the Etoile and the kits were on sale, but the fabric was not. And so I went back about 10 days later, and the fabric, they were actually tearing the stitching and yarn department was practically bare. They were totally resetting it. But they didn't have any of the fabric marked down that I could see. So I didn't find any of it on clearance. So I either missed it, or my Hobby Lobby just hasn't marked it down yet. Or maybe they're not going to. I don't know. But I did get this Zweigart. This is 14 count Ada and called Vintage Oat. I don't know if you can see there, but it's got some modeling. I'm sure it's probably printed. But it's just a real neutral. And so I picked up that. And then I also got some 25 count Lugana in natural. So, and it has some little flecks on it. Probably can't see that. So I got that. And then, you guys, I only bought one kit. The kits were really picked over. There was like 3 or 4 left. And I ended up picking up, picking up this one from Design Works called War Horse. And if you've been watching my videos, you know I've been into horses lately, and I did think the colors on this one were really pretty. This had been $31.99. It was marked down to $7.99. They did have a few others, a couple Christmas dimensions. They weren't dimension gold, but I think it was the dogs in the red truck. And I didn't get that one. And then they also had a Star Wars one, the one that has Yoda on it. And that one was really cheap. I kind of wish I would have gotten it. Not that I would have ever stitched it, because I'm not don't want to say I'm not a Star Wars fan, but I'm just not. That isn't really my thing. But I kind of wish it was really cheap. It was like $3 or $4. I wish I would have gotten it so I could give it away. But I didn't think of it at the time, so I did not get it. But here is the one kit that I did get, the Design Works Warhorse, which I think is, the colors are really pretty. There's the back of it. I probably will. It comes with 14 count Aida, but I probably will, if I ever stitch this, I probably will swap out the fabric. So I'm just not, I don't mind white fabric. I'm just not crazy about white Aida. So, but anyway, but maybe, I don't know what I'll do. Listen to me. I have no idea. But anyway, that's it for me. Short and sweet. And I hope you're all doing well. And I will catch up with you soon. Have a great day. Bye.